Well, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here live from Gallaudet University in Washington, D.C. for the DC Premier League Women's Final. We have the walkout, the anthem, and match kickoff for you in just a moment. Thanks for joining us here on DMV Sports Media, live on YouTube. Get your predictions in. We'll see you in a minute. We'll now rise and honor the flag with the playing of our nation's national anthem. Well, the walkout is finished. Anthem played. We're ready for action here at Gallaudet. But before we get underway, we just want to thank the partner sponsors of today's match who've made this event possible and this broadcast available for you at home. Thank you always to 11 Football, producer of top quality turf shoes right here in the DMV. Check out 11 Football for the last footy wear solution you'll ever need and support a local producer. Top product. I can say I use them myself, and they are great. Excellent product that really helps the ankle. Ted's Bulletin, the supplier of the snacks and the coffee for today's match, fueling this broadcast in more ways than one. Ted's Bulletin, check them out. They are a trusted spot to go and hang out and, of course, meet up with friends and enjoy some excellent fare. And thanks to the DC Premier League and District Sports for putting on this event and all of the partner sponsors who have made today possible. This is the main event, the championship. Both teams have fought all year to make it for FTSC box-to-box. This is a return trip. They were here and they were victorious in the fall session. Winter stands on my mind because that last championship certainly was a memorable one, perhaps the polar opposite of the weather we got here today. There was ice, there was snow on the turf. It was really an ice bowl, and today the weather is beautiful and certainly will be a different atmosphere, but it's still a championship atmosphere, and no doubt box-to-box will want to repeat their success from the fall. For DC Cheddar, this is a new trip, but they certainly have made it, and they've earned their spot. Let's get into the starting lineup for each side. For DC Cheddar, it'll be Kelsey Brasher, Elizabeth Casson, Cami Dopke, Lynn Farquhar, Sarah Feldman, Lauren Gordetsky, Claudia Hammond, Kaylee Homstad, Conner Huggins, Marie Johnston, Emily Mount, Kaylee Page, Serena Pham, Catherine Ponce, Alex Skinner, and Cassie Wilcox. For box-to-box, It will be Catherine Bakken and Blair Bowie, Michaela Baza, Izzy Campos, Ellen Sederin, Maxine Davey, Genevieve DeVoe, Cassia Fernandez, Lucy Friedel, Megan Gallagher, Molly Hensley Clancy, Lydia Herring, Brenna Hilferty, Maddie Kelsch, Kiernos, Michael Nair, Sawyer, and Weissman. Round out this lineup for Box to Box, who will play left to right wearing their light blue kits. Of course, DC Cheddar will play right to left wearing their all white with blue trim. It's going to be a little difficult today to see who is who, but we're going to try to keep you informed on the happenings down there. And hopefully the players can sort it out themselves on who is who. We talk about the human factor sometimes. Outside of the tactics, sometimes there are very human factors that are at play, be it the emotions of the game or even the colors of the uniform, and that's one we'll want to watch out for today as Box to Box get their first touches, looking to play out. It's well intercepted in the middle. Catherine Ponce making herself a nuisance and has won it back. Now Cheddar down the line. There's a beautiful overlapping run. And a square ball played inside. It was delivered by Serena Pham. Box to Box able to clear their lines at the expense of a throw. And Kaylee Page will send this one in here in the early stages. It's looking to the 18. It's repelled well by Box to Box. We'll take to ground and now try to get some touches on the ball. Pressure relentless in the early stages from DC Cheddar, and they have stopped any kind of counterattack potential. Ball down the line, and now looks like Box to Box have found green grass to run into. What a ball down the line. Having a real hard time telling the numbers on these jerseys, but it's a good drive inside. And what a save in there from the DC Cheddar number 1. Big ball upfield, cut out of the air, and will be a throw out on that far side. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be a throw sent in by Box to Box, who have found a little bit of space to run into on the near side. Is there a delivery? There is to the backside. It's cut out initially. And on the back end, just the side netting, but that's a warning shot across the bow if you're DC Cheddar, and they will just have a goal kick to follow. Not seeing a 0 here on this roster, but I'm going to assume that maybe that's Elizabeth Casson in goal. Correct me in the chat if I'm wrong, but 99 is what I have for Casson, and perhaps that is the goalkeeper. In any case, it's an attack for Cheddar. And you've got one sent across the 6 and easily cut out by Gallagher. And now it's a chance for Box to Box to play out from their own 18-yard box. A chance that doesn't last too long. Here in the 4th minute, Cheddar controlling the midfield with a mid-block. And again, asking the question just outside of Box to Box's area. And deflects over that far touchline. Throw now to come for box to box. And it looks like this one will be taken by Gillian Sawyer. Sawyer down the line. It's well flicked, but they're running out of real estate. Now Cheddar looking to find the throw of their own. They haven't found any counterparts upfield. Box to box will make this clearance at the expense of possession. Pinballs back and forth, and both teams looking to find their footing here in the early stages. It's a championship game, so you don't want to take any big chances early on. I think we've seen some safety first type clearances, but as the game goes on, potentially we'll see these teams trying to find feet more often and gamble in committing numbers up the field. Here is a hotly contested ball across the midfield. And this time, Cheddar will have to back off with box to box finding a little bit more space on the near side. That's much better in the midfield. From box to box. And forward for Sawyer. And here's a ball in behind. And it's marshaled well back into the safe hands of Elizabeth Casson. And Casson will go upfield into waiting recipient. Looks like we've had foul there inside of Cheddar territory. And they will lump this up the pitch, trying to find a potential weakness. Oh, what a flick on. Asking the question. The shot taken, and it's just over. Let's take a look back on this replay. It may take a moment of brilliance today to find the back of the net, but certainly we did see a bit of a gamble there from Claudia Hammond. Encouraging to see the inspiration to take on the volley. The shot certainly was a difficult one, but it was only a narrow window, and Hammond pulled the trigger, just couldn't quite keep it down. FTSC keen to play out from the back. And it looks like they have found success up the pitch. That was clever from Kimmy Dobka, but now upfield, box to box are on the front foot, sent to the top of the 18. Finally cleared by Pham. It's a big ball into behind. There's only one defender back. Here comes that overlapping run from Huggins. And the final ball sent to the back post. The offside will go the way of box to box. But certainly another encouraging attack from Cheddar, who have had the lion's share of the dangerous chances today. But if they're not able to capitalize, we know how this oh-so-cruel game goes. Sometimes you have all the chances, but if you can't find the back of the net, sometimes fortune can favor the opposite side. And on like just one chance, they can find the back of the net. So Cheddar, while they have certainly found a strong start, will want to convert one of these. Never want to count FTSC out. They are a side that has been here, done that. They've got a championship to defend, and I think we have yet to see their best here today. Hilferty We'll send this one inside. Second ball falls kindly for her colleague in the middle. And this is dispossessed initially by Cheddar, but no second pass. Ponce looking outside, but this one sent over to the near side. And FTSC will try to force one into the middle. This Cheddar side has been resolute in their defending. Stacking bodies back goal side. And again, tenacious defense will pay dividends. It's going to be a throw here for Cheddar. And to the 11th minute we go. Cheddar looking down the line, and they will find a set piece right at midfield for their troubles. Intended target was Claudia Hammond. As Dobke to stand over the ball. It looks like she'll send all her teammates forward. Dobke's ball flicked forward and into the waiting arms of Megan Gallagher. You certainly see what Cheddar were going for. It was flicked on into the FTSC box. But just no final runner on it. Now the counterattack very much on. FTSC have a runner inside. Can they square it across? It's mopped up in the nick of time, but that is a much better look for box to box. Have to be careful, otherwise the counterattack could be very much on. Cheddar, their attack stalls out, and the midfield has gone. It's turning into end-to-end stuff at the moment. Good challenge from Pham. She has a decision whether to send it forward or try to bring it back. It looks like she didn't love the look that was there upfield and will show patience to bring it back. It looks like that decision has paid off. There's a lot of space on that far side. Is there a square ball? Or Cheddar. Oh, lovely turn. Box to box, bringing defenders back in the nick of time, and now will play out. There's an overlapping run in support. And now the final ball doesn't quite find any recipients, but not a bad idea from this box to box side. Pham was looking to find the second runner, but physical defending has seen this ball taken back by box to box, who will switch their point of attack to the far touchline. And on this hot day, bringing the ball back and forth, maintaining that possession on the turf is invaluable. You want to run your opponents around, flex that possession, and try to win that game of attrition, especially when the quick attack isn't on. Both sides have made it here by being organized defensively, and I don't think we're going to get any easy looks over the top. So whichever side can wear their opponent down, force the chase versus just sitting back. And I think that'll be the side that is successful today. Here's a ball down the line from FTSC. Unfortunately, I cannot tell the numbers on some of these FTSC jerseys, but I'm gonna try to find out who is who. Lovely jerseys, but maybe not the best for reading the jersey number. Here's a service from FTSC. Oh, it went begging at the back post. Intended recipient was Michael, but just ran out of real estate. Goal kick to follow now for Cheddar. back underway. Well, intercepted ball in the midfield. There's a player down off the ball for box to box, but it looks like this one will continue. Oh, what an overlap. Idea was there. FTSC all over that idea, and they'll have an opportunity now to find the feet of their number one. This is Gallagher looking upfield, and in the end, we'll just keep it on the ground. It's flicked now to the interior, and now a beautiful turn has really opened up the field. Return pass very much on, and the final effort goes begging. But again, we're starting to see this FTSC box-to-box side really build into the game. Here's a look on the replay. That was Maddie Kelsch, at least I believe number 6, who had that beautiful little give and go, and then the final shot. And it looks like FTSC will make their first switches of the day. On comes CHEDDAR, as well as 22, a player that is to be named. And all the way back home go CHEDDAR. Excuse me, box to box. Ricochets right back into the danger zone. Is a lovely little slaloming run. That's cut out by this back line. And it looks like box to box will elect to keep it alive. Clearance didn't find a recipient, and now CHEDDAR could be forward on the front foot. Easy collection on the back end. Big ball up from Gallagher, and now CHEDDAR will send it out to get bodies back into the mix. A lovely bit of skill. And now down the line. CHEDDAR will make the clearance again in an attempt to get players back. Dopke was Johnny on the spot with that intervention. Huge challenge from CHEDDAR, but box to box resilient, and they will make a menace, make it difficult to play out. Once again, that pressure paying dividends. Here is CHEDDAR's intervention, and that's the move. Just put your foot through it. There were a ton of box to box defenders there in the mix, and now CHEDDAR have found their way out by breaking that line. It's played down the line from Basher. Good idea, but CHEDDAR just running out of real estate. And now they will make their first switches of the match. It looks like Marie Johnston will come on, as well as Kaylee Humstad. We talked about the hot temperature today on that turf. It's even hotter, and no doubt both teams will have to rely on their bench, on their reinforcements to keep fresh in this championship final. Thanks for joining us here on DMV Sports Media, live on YouTube in our coverage of the DC Premier League today. Just a reminder, at 1 p.m. we will have the men's final as well, Orange and Arlington. But for now, this is women's final action. Gallagher was certainly tested that time. Not only made the save, but held on in a crucial moment. Again, Gallagher with her first big test of the day, and she has passed with flying colors. She may get tested again. This is better down the line. The final result is going to be an offside. Looks like we'll have set piece coming out. Welcome to all those who've tuned in. Christine McBeath, Dayla Scott, Jana BWS, and Micah, thanks for tuning in here. And welcome to all others who have joined us for this women's final. Box to box will go back to Gallagher, and now once they've soaked in the pressure, we'll send it into the midfield. It's clinical to open up that space by playing from the back, but again, Cheddar have been dominant in jumping these runs in the midfield. Second ball does fall kindly for box to box. And we're going to have a throw for Cheddar coming out of their own area. As another switch for FTSC. Switches for both sides. Just a reminder, unlimited re-entry here in the DCPL Women's Finals, so players who come off will have the ability to come back on, unlike in some other leagues. So we're going to try our best to keep you updated with all the subs, but with the unlimited subbing, it's going to be a little tough. This is sent out wide for box to box, who we're looking for the give and go. Didn't quite pan out. Well defended by Cheddar. It is unlimited subs, right? Yeah, that's all. Big ball into the midfield. And now it's taken down by Cheddar. Intended target there was Claudia Hammond. Because of the hot temperatures, we're going to have a water break coming up, so I think right now the emphasis from both coaching staff is just leave everything out there right now. Maybe start to empty the tank. You will have a moment of respite in a moment, and it looks like Cheddar have certainly taken that to heart. The pressure is on and well responded to by box to box. It looked like they had played out, but Cheddar have won a throw, and on the spot we are going to have that water break here on the near side. Big thanks again to our partners today who have made this broadcast possible. Thanks to 11 Football, best footwear that you can find. Support a local product and a healthy product. It's healthy on the ankles and on the feet, and use them myself. Check out 11football.com. And Ted's Bulletin, your provider of, well, today, the coffee and the refreshments, but they are also an excellent spot for socialization and all the best food. They have locations across D.C. and Virginia and beyond, as far as I know, but I know that they definitely have spots in Virginia and D.C. Check them out, Ted's Bulletin. We're going to take a quick break, catch our breath, drink our coffee, and we'll be right back with the remainder of this first half here at Gallaudet. We're back underway after the water break with the Cheddar throw, and we have Hammond up top. This is return pass, shot from deep, And it will sail over Montgomery's goal, but certainly not a terrible look. Here's a look back on the replay. And sails over Gallagher's goal. And we're back underway. It's another chance for Cheddar to try to create something, but tenacious defense from FTSC, and you have a run to create some space on this near side. Look at that skill to retain possession. Campos will send it to the far touch. Now back inside. Cheddar looking for their options. They'll go big. It should be an easy collection for Gallagher. And it looks like she will take some time off the clock. It was Cheddar resort themselves out. Big ball up from Gallagher, and ping pongs back and forth. This time it's Cheddar's turn to start from the back. And they have found a little space in this midfield, but FTSC making it difficult enough. The final flick on. Challenged by Hammond. Now Hammond again will win this back. Good measured and patient approach from this Cheddar side. But it's well jumped by box to box, and it looks like that defensive pressure has done enough. It's been on there forever. I don't know. Hold on. This is box to box, looking in behind. Now Campos will take it down. TSC on the far side. Looks like we're going to have a goal kick to come. A couple switches to come on. We'll be right back with you with the audio in just a moment. This is sent down the line by Cheddar. Attack stalls out initially. And now big booted clearance upfield will require care from this box-to-box back line, and it's dealt with well. Final ball just a little too direct. Come box to box down the line. Tenacious defending and yet again. This is flicked in behind. Comes Hammond. Can she get a shot off with that left foot? It's sent to the back post. Oh, it's just wide. Beautiful counterattack from Hammond and Cheddar. Here's a look back on the replay. And it's going to be a goal kick to come. Pham has stepped back on. And now box to box will look. Play down the line. Sent up the pitch. And now Hammond. Is there a square ball? Yes, there is. It's not fully cleared initially. Cheddar may have a second bite at this apple, top of the 18. Oh, that's great defending from box to box, kept alive by Cheddar. That was Huggins. Did well to evade the challenge. This one takes an unfortunate Cheddar bounce. Crunching challenge. No clear possessor on the ball, and this is again turned over. Here come FTSC. Campos will turn. Now the counterattack very much on. Here come box to box on that far side. There's another group of switches for both sides. Group of switches made. It looks like that's Kelly Page coming on. Kadetsky off. Ball up the field. And now counterattack on. Here comes the overlapping run from Pham. He's got green grass to run into. Pham Driving, will she take this shot on, sent across the face. Golazo, there it is for DC Cheddar, the go-ahead goal. Huge run from Pham, the finish from Hammond. And we have got our first here in this DCPL women's final. Gallaudet, beautiful run down the line from Pham. She cut inside, had the unselfish wherewithal to find Hammond in an even better area, and Hammond would not be denied. Here's a look back on the replay. You see the run from Pham, the cross, and then the finish into that side netting. Not a thing that Gallagher could do. And we have our first goal here in the 35th minute. That is Claudia Hammond with the goal and Pham with the assist. So I can't say it's not deserved. We've certainly seen chances plentiful for this box-to-box side. This one sent across, but it will just fall over that end line. Goal kick to come. This one's lumped into the midfield. Campos. Hammond will apply a challenge and force it back. Now a big ball over the top from box to box. Asking the question. Cheeky effort. Oh, what a golazo. Huge finish. The chipped effort and a beauty. We're going to have to take a look back on the replay to see this one, but that is a terrific goal. A response right after the first. You got to take your hats off for this finish, just the courage to take it on. Oh, big looping ball. And we're gonna have to see that one again. One more time for the people in the back. Oh man. We'll get you your goal scorer in just a moment. That is Elena Michael with the goal. Michael with a huge touch to take that over the Cheddar number one. Probably one of the goals of the season. And now we're back on level footing here in the 39th minute. Campos will win this one inside of FTSC territory. Sent out to the far side. Big ball, a little too direct, and Gallagher will have time to collect. Yeah, that's absolutely right. Christine has a huge response. That's the response of a championship caliber team. I always wonder what the character will be, and so far we've seen both these teams have had Great character. Immediately you see Cheddar now with their response. Their energy is high, looking for Hammond up top. A little too direct, but the idea was there and no sign of slowing down. I think we're going to have a terrific second half in store. Two teams worthy of a final. It's played short for Campos. Campos will continue to run into the midfield. Perhaps a little too long on the ball. Hammond has it back. The return pass and sniffed out and directed down the line. Now Cheddar playing it safe. We'll dump one upfield. Well, there's a misstep. Good recovery in the mix. Down the line it goes, and that is going to be a throw. Yep, I know. Baltimore, hold on 1 second. Well saved off the strike from FTSC. Oh, lovely slaloming run here in the middle. Final effort. Sent over the end line and goal kick to come. Kick to come. Wind has picked up, which certainly is going to feel nice, not only to the fans, but to the players down there. We mentioned the temperature on that turf was certainly going to be a factor. Could become a game of attrition, but both these teams are going for it. Some direct approaches to goal. This one falls kindly for Cheddar. Second challenge. It'll cause issues, and consolation prize of a throw. The pressure very much drew the alarm bells for this FTSC side. Fam will go down the line, throwing another challenge from CHEDDAR. And is there one final chance for Cheddar before we go into this half to reclaim the lead? They certainly think so. They've got bodies committed into the area. Kaylee Page will stand over this one to try to ask the question. It's only partially cleared. Cheddar still trying to find a path to goal. And it looks like they'll have to wait a little bit longer. This is a throw, took a final touch off the Cheddar player. So we'll have an FTSC throw on the far touchline. There's Gallagher. Looking to send one out far side. It is immediately pounced on, but TSC have the composure to play out of the pressure. Sent back, a big ball into the midfield. Doesn't have any clear possessor of yet. Only overlapping run. Could be one final chance for FTSC. It's sent across the 6. Great defending there. I believe that was Pham. Only partially cleared though. And Pham again, tenacious defending to find breathing room. And now into stoppage time we go. Cheddar have outlasted that sequence of play. And we may be looking at a level footing at the half. Hammond will try to put some pressure down the line. It looks like the final touch has come off of Hammond. Did this one come in? It was a throw that traveled over the line. It looks like it came out after entering the play. So we are going to have a Cheddar throw right around midfield. Well, flicked into the path of Hammond. Flag will go up. It's another offside. And that is going to be your halftime whistle here at Gallaudet. An early goal from DC Cheddar from Hammond, assisted by Pham. But the response was a thing of beauty from box to box. Elena Michael hitting an absolutely terrific shot. Let's see if we can find this replay before we head in. Or maybe not. Well, big thanks to our broadcast partner sponsors today, 11 Football, your trusted footy supplier here in the DMV. Go local and go with the best. 11 Football, they are your best source for artificial turf shoe to keep you playing the longest time. They're easy on your ankle, easy on your knees. I know from personal experience they're a great footy provider. Ted's Bulletin, today's refreshment provider, keeping us fueled with the broadcast in more ways than one. Thanks to Ted's for bringing the coffee. And make sure to check their spots out in D.C. and Virginia. And, of course, thanks to the D.C. Premier League for bringing us out. This is DMV Sports Media live on YouTube. We're going to take our union-mandated break, but we'll see you back for the second half in just a moment. Make sure to share this link with friends and family. Get your thoughts in the chat. Hit the like button to boost us in the algorithm. Gives these players and teams the exposure they deserve. And if you haven't done so, hit the subscribe button. We'll be offering exclusive coverage for all the best matches across the DMV. I'm Noah Walker with DMV Sports Media. We'll see you back in a minute. Well, hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second half is upon us here at Gallaudet University for this DC Premier League Women's Final. We saw action, we saw chances, and we saw goals from both sides. Cheddar striking first with a Claudia Hammond goal assisted by Pham, and now after a Elena Michael goal, we are level heading into the second 45. Cheddar will play left to right wearing their white tops and dark bottoms, whereas FTSC box-to-box will play right to left wearing their light blue tops, dark bottoms. That goal from Elena Michael was an absolute beauty. One of the goals of the season, a volley that was tucked just under that top crossbar. May take another moment of brilliance to find the way through. This one sent in behind. 1v1, what a save, second effort. Oh, it's a golazo. Heroic defending, but FTSC not to be denied. They have struck first here in the 47th minute. We'll take a look back on the replay in just a moment, but take a bow. I think I actually got the angle, just didn't have good enough on the replay. Yeah, you can still see it. It lives there. No, you're good. Huge goal. We'll find the accreditation in just a moment. For now, just know it is 2-1. And from down a goal, box to box, your incumbent champions have found their way onto the leader's spot in this game. That's well marshaled over the end line. We're back underway. Cheddar looking for an early response, and they'll send it well wide. Goal kick to follow. Down the line it goes, immediately pressured by Cheddar. But FTSC, they've been here before, and they are looking confident in playing out of that pressure. The goal a minute ago, I believe, came from Lydia Herring, number 8, as far as we can see. Now, FTSC will look to continue their possession inside their own area. And will be a throw on that far touch. Well cut out there in the middle, but immediately the pressure from FTSC paying its dividends. Cheddar just sticking their foot through that one to try to find a clearance. There's a player down off the ball, but it looks like we will continue. Another potential connection. It's cleared from the top of the 18. Looks like box to box will go back in order to get forward. Big ball in behind. Another crunching tackle. That was Lydia Herring who almost found another path to goal. This one's not fully cleared. Cheddar living dangerously, and they will find a partial clearance. Here's the second delivery. Ooh, it's contested in front of goal. Oh, great save. The Cheddar goalkeeper had to respond quickly. It was almost an uncomfortable moment. Elizabeth Casson spilled the first one, but got back to her feet and made the save off the bouncing ball. That would have been catastrophic to concede twice for DC Cheddar. Casson coming up big in damage control. FTSC certainly on the front foot right now. Can Cheddar counterattack? They've got some green grass to run into. Here comes the run from Hammond, who has been the active runner up top, the target all day long. So it's a lovely touch from Hammond. She's still going, and now we'll find a service. And it's cleared, but at the expense of a corner kick. Look at this action. Claudia Hammond really asking the question and delivering that peach of a left-footed ball to the backside. Now a corner kick to come. They call these set pieces the great equalizer in a tough day where chances come at a premium from open play. Set pieces really can be the moment that can equalize any team. It looks like, I believe this is Pham to deliver. Can Cheddar make this one count? It's sent to the penalty mark, not fully dealt with, and really well blocked. Another corner kick to come, and now it's Cheddar on the front foot asking these questions. Welcome, Madeline, all the way from South Georgia. Let us know where you're tuned in from. Good to see viewership all over the world and all over the U.S. Looks like this is Pham to deliver. Her delivery asks the question at the near post, and then we'll draw another corner kick. Cheddar continue to knock at this door. How long can box to box bend but not break? It's another delivery, this one to the backside. And no takers, goal kick to follow. Another couple of switches brought on for Cheddar as they look to keep their energy levels high on this hot day. Fresh legs always can help with that. Box to box, looking on the outside. This one deflects. Fortunate bounce for FTSC, but the final ball just a little bit outside the range of any would-be attacker. Will gobbled up by Casson. Good ball in behind. Is there a final recipient on the back end? It's a nice little idea, but now Cheddar have bodies back in support. That was Herring who sent it in and has been really active this half and knocking at the Cheddar door. On the far side, this is a ball that pinballs around. Final touch off of the box-to-box defender, and we'll have another Cheddar throw in a moment. It looks like Cheddar will respond with a substitution of their own to keep fresh legs to match the Cheddar substitution. Before that, they'll have a moment to defend. Hammond asking the question. Gallagher able to show sure feet there in the backside. It's a hot day here at Gallaudet University in Washington, D.C., and We'll see if that heat becomes a factor. There is an offside flag. Herring deemed to be the offside party. Big ball down the line. That's a smart move. Box to box. They saw the pressure, they sent it back, and then they sent it out to the far side. They have got more space to work into, and here comes an overlapping run. Oh, huge challenge to slow this one down out there. Second bite at the apple, though, for box to box. The challenge a moment ago made by Lauren Gadetsky. Huge sliding challenge. And now that could springboard an attack for Cheddar. Kelsey Brasher will send this one across the face. Hammond was the target, but just no connection to be found that time. Gadetsky with the win. We'll keep it in play. Hopefully connection down the line, which can springboard a potential attack. Ooh. Looks like we're going to come back to the spot of the foul. Cheddar may have enjoyed that advantage. They had an overlapping run from Pham, but in any case, they'll get the set piece just inside of box-to-box territory. Here's the delivery. Takes a bounce, and that is well dealt with. At the expense of possession, they're going to be a throw for Cheddar on that far side. And a whole wave of substitutes set to come on for box-to-box. Michaela Boza, Izzy Campos. I believe Maddie Kelsch will come off. Herring will send this one big down the field. Will require some care from this Cheddar back line, who have to get bodies goal side quickly. There's a counterattack very much on. Buzza keeps this one alive. It deflects around now into a dangerous area. Oh, the offside flag has gone. This one's coming back. The flag is up. No goal, but certainly an encouraging moment if you're FTSC. Will be a kick coming out. We'll come back and look at that replay in a moment. For now, play has resumed. We're going to have another potential chance for box-to-box. Cheddar playing down the line and looking to get out. That's a terrific turn. Ball stuck to the feet like a magnet. Now Cheddar intervention. And nowhere to go. This is a physical challenge. The support in the mix. Oh, this is championship football. Gotta love that. Final effort picked up by Casson. It's been tough for Cheddar to play out. Let's take a look back on that disallowed goal. Yeah, it looks like the player was in an offside position when that one was played. It was hard for us untrained individuals because there was so much happening in there, but our official down on the line had it registered the whole time and able to make the right decision which is huge for Cheddar. They're still within striking range. The second goal would certainly be a big psychological barrier to get over. Speaking of psychological encouragement, both sides will bring on fresh legs here in the 61st minute. Back underway. On the far touch, FTSC will find Campos down the line. And this is a moment, well, they'll go back in order to get forward. There's a challenge, and it's going to be a set piece coming out for the benefit of FTSC. Cheddar playing a physical game, but this time just stepping right over the line. There's a look back on the replay. Sent down the line for box to box. Goal kick to come here for Cheddar.
I'll pass the feedback along.
And they've got a recipient here in the midfield. Oh, it's just about kept alive. But pressure is right there. And we'll have another throw here for Cheddar as they march up the field. And this is certainly an opportunity for Cheddar to stack bodies forward. They got lots of time left, but as this match goes, especially in championship where there is no more season left, there's no reason to worry about goal differential. You have to gamble. I think within the next 20 minutes we'll start to see some tactical shifts for this Cheddar side, but I like the patience at the moment. You don't want to start to gamble too early. It's not a game that can be won at this point, but it can be lost with maybe one or two extra goals conceded. So show patience, and then maybe 15 minutes left to play. Start to make some gambles upfield. It is a set piece here for Cheddar. I'll put a caveat to that. I'd love to see maybe a little bit more gambling with the set pieces. An opportunity to send bodies up the field on this hot day. When the set pieces are there, you can get bodies up without making them run, and you see that's what Cheddar's doing right here. They've got bodies around this 18. It doesn't pan out this time, but we're trying to ask a question. We're going to have a throw for FTSC on that far side. It looks like Hammond, the goal scorer for Cheddar, will step back on here in the 65th minute. And more fresh legs bring reinforcements on this hot day. We'll restart play with a throw on the far touch. Well received. Lovely bit of skill. Walking the tightrope. No, it has gone. Cheddar just running out of real estate. And it's restarted with a box-to-box throw. Gadetsky now helping maintain this possession, and this is encouraging from Cheddar, who have found a way to get their touches and keep it on the turf, something that has been a struggle today with such tenacious defending on the back end, box to box, with enough defenders to deal with the threat. Dobke, lovely bit of slaloming run. Just ran out of space on the end, but that was positive play from Dobke, who started the attack, found a recipient, and almost asked the question. Feldman, recipient, looking for an overlapping run. Box to box. First to it. It looks like Gadetsky is going to be the recipient of this foul here inside of Cheddar territory, and we have talked ad nauseum about set pieces and how they are the moment that I think Cheddar need to really capitalize on. You see they're putting bodies into the mixer. Feldman will stand over this ball. A crucial set piece here in the 67th minute, certainly outside of what you'd imagine is shooting range, but plenty of bodies to potentially receive. It is sent on goal. Ooh, that is a Herculean effort from range, but well saved by Gallagher. It had to be Johnny on the spot, especially with the wind whipping. And now box to box. Looking to explore down that far touchline. It has gone over that touch. Cheddar now will bring in reinforcements. On comes there Huggins. Bring some more fresh legs to the mixer. And we are back underway. Oh, thank you. 1 second when it goes out. Thanks. Here comes an idea of FTSC slowing things down as they should. They've got Campos back. And that's well one back. Cheddar looking to find Huggins, the final ball into the waiting. Chicken cold looks great. Thank you.
No problem. You want like lettuce, onion, tomato?
Yeah, everything in toppings is good. Down the line it goes. And Campos is there in defense, taking a touch, and we'll keep it alive. But Cheddar, they've got bodies up. The intended target was down the line, but it certainly would have been an offside had it connected. I believe we're going to take our water break here in the 69th minute. Thanks again to the partner sponsors of DC Premier League who have made today possible. 11 Football, best footwear provider here in the DMV, really anywhere, but we're fortunate to have such a quality footwear provider for artificial turf right here in our backyard. Check out 11football.com. I can personally attest it is a wonderful product, especially for preserving your ankles, your knees, and keeping you safe on the turf while giving you the highest quality footwear for soccer. It probably works for any sport, but it's great for footy. Thanks to 11 Football for their partnership with DCPL. And, of course, Ted's Bulletin, bringing the refreshments today, keeping us charged up with the coffee and more. Check out Ted's Bulletin, locations throughout D.C. and Virginia. Ted's Bulletin, thanks for your support. And we'll be right back in a moment with the remainder of this championship final here from Gallaudet. We're back underway here for the latter half of the second half from Gallaudet University. DC Premier League Women's Final. FTSC box to box, currently leading DC Cheddar by a single goal. But 20 minutes left to produce a winner. If you're just joining us, Cheddar playing left to right, wearing their white tops, dark bottoms. Box to box, wearing their light blue, will play right to left. This is well defended by Campos. All right, Cheddar not quite done yet. This is sent in and well gobbled up by Gallagher. Marie Johnston was the intended target. There's a big ball out. But Cheddar first to it. There's a collision, and it is going to go the way of FTSC. Set piece to allow their players to get out. Well, we talked about when do you gamble forward. We're getting close to that 15-minute mark, and I think we'll start to see some more aggressive play from DC Cheddar, committing bodies up the field, but it will be incremental. I don't think you want to just go all out and put yourself at risk of a counterattack just yet, but as we get closer to that 90th minute, you'll certainly see Cheddar taking more and more chances. Here's Campos down the line. Godetsky is first to it. Now Huggins dispossessed. Campos will put one up. It pinballs into the central area. And Cheddar have won it back. There's a ball over the top. Hammond is there. She got Pham in support. And the final touch will go the way of FTSC. It's hard to see from our angle. But in any case, there is going to be another switch made, and there's a player all. Great to see sportsmanship. Players from both teams escorting the down player off. We wish the speediest of recoveries. It just about sums it up. It's all about hard competition, physical play, but then we're all human. We're all here together. The sportsmanship is admirable. DC Cheddar and FTSC. It's the mark of a true competitor, to be able to turn it on with some crunching challenges on the turf and then help your opponent off the field. Big shout out to Cheddar. And now we are back underway with a throw in the corner. Looks like Campos to stand over. Well, that's maybe not the touch. That box to box would have liked. DeVoe putting it over the end line. Corner kick to come. And of course, I've said it over and over, but for these set pieces, you'll see Cheddar really putting bodies up. There's only one player back in the defensive area. And in a championship final, that's to be expected. They need to find an equalizer here in the next 15 minutes. And they'll expect a quality delivery from Pham. It's low, and it is a connection. It's sent just wide. Oh, it looks like it did take a touch off the Cheddar defense. Here's a look back on the replay. There's another delivery from Pham to the backside. It's kept alive. The ball into the 18, but final bounce taking it over and out of play. Goal kick to follow for Gallagher and company. That's a huge touch. And well defended from Dopke. FTSC not finding a final pass. Now it is Hammond. Excellent hold-up play from Hammond. And Cheddar will look over the top. Just running out of real estate is Sarah Feldman. Box to box will have this throw. And we'll have some reinforcements to enter the fray. Looks like it's Catherine Bakken as well as Brenna Helferty to step on. Helferty and Bakken are the players on for FTSC. Here's Campos down the line. And now Cheddar looking to make something happen. Terrific skill there from Kiernos to settle things down and allow just a bit more possession for this FTSC side. Campos under pressure will keep it on the ground. Press has paid dividends, and now Cheddar will have a throw. This is Godetsky over the ball. It's well marshaled over this touchline, and Cheddar will have a chance to try to find their way forward. Campos with a huge stabbing tackle to take this one away. No clear sequence of possession. Looks like Cheddar have found a better look on the far side, but they'll have to come back in order to get forward. Well, it's going to be a set piece here on the near side. I'll look back on the replay as Cheddar stack their bodies into the mixer. Feldman will deliver. Here's Sarah Feldman's ball. It's a great ball. Top of the 18 it goes, and that's final touch from box to box that'll take it out of harm's way. Feldman will pick up the second one and look to restart an attack. Now Godetsky down the line. Pham will find recipient up top. And it's still very much alive. Cheddar now back out to Pham. That is a clever idea from Pham, but unable to keep her footing. Cheddar not done yet. This is an idea, but this time FTSC read it well. Pham now down the line. Feldman will send it across, out of the air. Oh, lovely little piece of play from Cheddar. We'll take a look back. It was Pham to Feldman, and then I believe Hammond was the final recipient. Certainly can appreciate the confidence to try to take that one out of the air, just not able to keep it on frame. There's Campos immediately under pressure from Pham. Campos in a difficult position. Shouts for a penalty. It's not going to be given, but there is a consolation prize. Corner kick. Go for Cheddar. Here's a look back on the offensive moment. And Feldman will deliver this corner kick. Sent it low to the near post. Won't beat the first defender, and rinse repeat. We've got another look for Cheddar. Feldman will be the one to deliver as we enter the 83rd minute. Urgency very much not lost on Cheddar. They've again got everyone committed to this one. It looks like a lovely effort, still not fully cleared. Now FTSC have a look forward. Cheddar able to prevent any kind of counterattack. Campos will go over the top. And now Cheddar do have their defenders goal side, but box to box have bodies. If they want to try to possess this, they have that opportunity. From the coaching staff, I'd love to see them not try to go for goal. It is sent across. Oh, what a finish. Well, that's why I'm not on the coaching staff. What a finish. What a goal. And that could be the nail in the coffin. Look at this service. And goal. Box to box. Proving me wrong with their philosophy. They say, why do we need to possess this one? We'll just go get another goal and put this one to bed. That is a terrific service and goal from box to box. We'll take one more look back at this. (3-1) is your score. I'll try to get you your goal score in a moment, but for now, we've got 5 minutes left to play. Box to box. In a comfortable position, looking very strong as far as Vegas odds go and keeping their championship trophy. But Cheddar still have 5 minutes plus whatever stoppage is given. 2 goals is not insurmountable. This is Gadetsky opening up the field and keeping it on the ground for Cheddar. Sent into the 18 and away. Another throw here for Cheddar, and they'll look to get it back underway as soon as possible. There's a huge challenge. Let's take one more look back at this goal. And it is a corner kick to come. This is Pham on the delivery. Sent to the penalty mark. Goalkeeper punches. Oh, there's the goal. And we've got a ball game on our hands. I believe that's Cami Dopke with the goal. The assist from Pham. Here's one more look back. We are within one. Excuse me, that's 22. Catherine Ponce with the goal. We are 3-2 a moment ago. The box-to-box goal scored by number 2, Elena Michael. That was now found 2 Herculean goals. There's going to be another set piece. Cheddar making things very interesting here on the tail end. They just scored from a set piece a moment ago. Can they recreate the same situation? Of course, they'll keep the hot hand on the ball. This is Pham to deliver. Serena Pham looking to get this in behind this line. Pham's ball is a good one. Goalkeeper comes. The goal is open, but it's well marshaled over to the end line for a goal kick. Serena Pham has been excellent with these deliveries. Look at this one. It's outside the range of the goalkeeper, behind the back line, forcing the defenders to face their own goal. It's exactly what you look for from a delivery. Just no final touch on the end of it. Couple of switches come on. We're into the end of the 88th, 89th to come. We'll see if we get an update on stoppage time. But for right now, TSC trying to play it smart. And retain this lead. Another switch of play to the far touchline. Cheddar have won it back. Marie Johnston was, Catherine Backen was the target. Nope, that's Kelsey Brasher. Not enough space to keep this alive. Now, box to box. Looking to find a way out of their own half. Doesn't look like they'll find that this time. Here's Cheddar with an overlapping run. It's Hammond in the corner. Can she find a window to deliver? Well, instead has come away with a throw, and all the bodies up in support. Here's the delivery across the face. There's no one on the backside. And they're in defense. Ooh, it's going to be given as a goal kick. Let's take another look back. This can be a little tricky with multiple lines there. Impossible for us to see from our angle, but it is a goal kick to come, and Cheddar don't have to wait long to have it back. We've got Kadetsky inside, Feldman. Bakken. Now Gadetsky. Oh, that's just a missed touch from Huggins, and now Cheddar will have to retreat bodies behind the ball. Campos down the line. It takes a touch off the Cheddar defender. And here's Hammond asking the question. Goalkeeper off the line, and Gallagher will take some precious seconds off the clock. We're into stoppage time now. We'll try to let you know how much. 5 minutes of stoppage to come. Plenty of time for DC Cheddar to find at least one or two more looks. Here's Pham on the outside. Her service has been invaluable today. Can she find one? Oh, here comes Kelsey Brasher. Huge intervention from Gallagher to deny Brasher, but Cheddar are not done yet. Deski will go back in order to get forward. Now Huggins immediately under pressure. And maybe he leaves a little bit on the end of this ball. FTSC, can they put this to bed? It's sent in. It's just into the side netting. Herculean effort. Bakken. That's clinical from Pham, who flicked it on and created a situation where FTSC had to foul. And it looks like there is going to be a card coming out. I believe that's for dissent, perhaps delaying the restart. Didn't really see. In any case, Feldman will send it to the top of the 18. Pinballs around, finally. Box have intervened. It's good shoulder-to-shoulder challenge, and now it is going to be a foul going against Box2BOX, drawing the ire of this sideline. That's a big set piece. Deep into stoppage time. And DC Cheddar make it count. Sarah Feldman will stand over this delivery. Everyone up except for the Cheddar goalkeeper. Here's Feldman's ball. Ricochets down. Not completely done yet. And Cheddar keep this alive. Oh, they've run out of space. And that is going to be your final whistle. Box2BOX have hung on for their repeat championship. Certainly a match worthy of a championship. All credit to DC Cheddar for their sportsmanship and their effort here today. But FTSC Box2BOX are your champions. Thanks for tuning in here on DMV Sports Media. Live on YouTube. Stick around. We're going to have a trophy presentation to honor our champions as well as our runner-ups. What a match. It took us down to the final whistle. And FTSC Box2BOX, we're talking about a dynasty here. Back-to-back champions. And certainly deserving recipients of this trophy. So reminder, hang around. We're going to have the trophy presentation, play some music, get the people going, but we are going to turn off our sound so YouTube does not remove this video for copyright infringement. So if you hear the audio go, just know we're still here with you, but we're going to have to turn the audio off. Otherwise, YouTube will strike this video and we won't get the joy of playback. So it's been a pleasure. I'm Noah Walker with DMV Sports Media. Sure to like and subscribe. Join us for the 1 p.m. men's game, Orange in Arlington. But for now, enjoy the trophy presentation. We will put that right on and make sure to stick around.